The songs from the Barbie movie seemed to sneak their way into everything, and it all started sometime in early 2023, when Mark Ronson received a text with just the word Barbie, followed by a question mark. This was the producer that made his name working with Amy Winehouse on her 2006 album, Back to Black. And Mark Ronson also worked on some of Bruno Mars's biggest records.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold.
But the Barbie movie would be Ronson's first movie score, and it would also kind of be a musical, so whatever songs that Ronson would put together were going to play a pretty big role. Just look at the disco set piece, not even 11 minutes in. The first song the Barbie movie needed was a big dance number, and Mark Ronson was able to put together a disco track with Dua Lipa called Dance the Night. This disco sound wasn't new to Dua, and she had just had some of the most success any musician has ever had with her 2020 album Future Nostalgia.
Don't start caring about me now.
These songs were played everywhere, so listeners in 2023 were already used to Dua Lipa singing on disco tracks. But I don't think this is where Mark Ronson was looking when he put together Dance the Night for the Barbie movie.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk.
Staying Alive is from the Bee Gees' album Saturday Night Fever in 1977, and these were the kinds of disco artists that were in Ronson's chats with the director Greta Gerwig. Just compare the strings in this Bee Gees song to what Ronson did on the Barbie album.
Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I don't play safe, don't you know about me?
When Ronson made this instrumental, Dua Lipa was probably the first one in mind, even though around this time, Dua herself was pretty much done with the sound, and she had just dropped those disco strings from her single, Houdini.
I come and I go, tell me all the ways you need me, I'm not here for long, catch me or I go Houdini.
Dua's song on the Barbie movie might have been her last disco one, but it was the first song put together for the film. And next, Ronson would have to figure out what he was going to do with Ken.
Doesn't seem to matter what I do. I'm always number two. No one knows how hard I tried.
Near the end of the Barbie movie is the two-part ballad, I'm Just Ken, sung by Ryan Gosling himself, but it's not the first time he's lent his voice to a movie.
City of stars, there's so much that I can't see.
Gosling also sang on City of Stars and a few other songs on the 2016 musical La La Land, so it's not unusual for an actor to appear on some big songs. And Ryan Gosling is far from the only actor who can sing.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world?
Bradley Cooper helps out Lady Gaga on Shallow from the film A Star is Born, and Mark Ronson also had a hand in this track, but only to add a few lyrics, and he definitely put together something more lighthearted on the Barbie movie. The second half of I'm Just Ken goes into this synth-heavy dance number, and it's the kind of lighthearted feeling in a song that gets it parodied by SNL.
No one cares about the work I do. I made a show with Joe Pesci too.
And with these two first songs finished, Mark Ronson was making some progress on the Barbie album, but there were still some things he was going to have to work in, somehow.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic, it's fantastic.
Barbie Girl was released by Europop group Aqua and topped the charts in 1997, which makes it one of the most popular references in music to Barbie, but legal action from Mattel turned them off of any future collaboration. So if Mark Ronson wanted them in the Barbie movie, he would have to find a different way.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a Ken.
The song Barbie World is built around a sample of Aqua's Barbie Girl, but remixed by producer Riot USA into a New York drill beat by adding some things like the distinct triplet hi-hats.
Bobby ain't nothing to play about. He wanna play in a playhouse. The they gon' say now? I'm watching these bitches, I'm rubbing a stain out.
Ice Spice is the one rapping here, and she almost exclusively raps on New York drill, like her breakout song Munch, released only a year earlier in 2022.
You thought I was feeling you? That nigga a munch. Nigga eat it, he ate it for lunch. Bitch, on my body, I get what I want, like.
This song was also produced by Riot USA, and he was the exclusive producer for Ice Spice's first EP, Like, on songs like Princess Diana.
Hey, yo, Ice. Stop playing with them, Riot. Finish her. Like, keep it a stack. Bitches move walk cause they know I got bands. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money, I know who I am.
Princess Diana also happened to be the first collaboration between Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, and is probably why Nicki shows back up on Barbie World.
Rad, but he spank me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave.
These two made it to number 7 on the Billboard charts and brought the Barbie album to all sorts of rap playlists. And at this point, Ronson only needed one more song. One for the end of Barbie's journey.
I used to float, now I just fall down. I used to know, but I'm not sure now.
Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas put together this song, What Was I Made For, only 24 hours after getting a rough cut of the Barbie movie. And these two had already made 2 albums, with Billie's most recent one, Happier Than Ever, released only a few years earlier.
And I don't talk shit about you on the internet, never told anyone.
Billie also worked with her brother on another song for a movie, this time for the James Bond film in 2021, No Time to Die.
I should have known I'd leave alone.
I think there's some similarities between these first 2 film songs by Billie and Phineas. Both start with quiet pianos, although their Barbie song builds through some more subdued vocal layering, while the James Bond song goes into something more orchestral.
Now you never see me cry. There's just more time that I don't know how to feel, but I wanna try.
The quieter sound of this Barbie song is also backed up by the quieter vocal performance Billie was going for.
I was trying to do a very specific thing with my voice, which was this like very soft, held back. You know, I could have belted it, I could have sung it more out, I could have sung it in like more of a choral, like choir type da 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 da, and instead it was like a da 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 da.
And also by Phineas in the instrumental, with things like the felt put over the piano.
You engage the felt and the hammers hit the felt instead of just hitting the string directly. So that's the piano on its own.
These effects make for a song that Greta Gerwig called the glittery pink heart at the center of the film, and I assume because it captures the emotional message of the movie.
Think I forgot how to be happy. Something I'm not, but something I can be.
Those are some of the bigger songs that Mark Ronson put together for the Barbie movie, and they cover a range of genres. The rest of the album is even more varied, although with less publicity, and there's stuff like the hyper pop on Charli XCX's Speed Drive. And there's some K-pop by the group 50/50 on Barbie Dreams.
I can have it all with my Barbie dreams. La-di-da-da-da,
But even with all this variety, there's still some artists that don't show up on the Barbie album, like Taylor Swift, who was probably too busy breaking records with her Eras tour. But she could have brought some synth pop from her recent 2022 album Midnights.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees.
And there's also no Miley Cyrus on the Barbie album, who had one of the biggest hits of 2023 with Flowers.
I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand.
Miley's absence is even more surprising considering she's already made a few songs with Ronson, like back in 2019 with Nothing Breaks Like a Heart.
This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart.
But I guess you only have so much time when making an album, especially making one for a movie. And Ronson still put together a project that covered a range of genres, with some wildly successful standouts that brought the Barbie movie into nearly every part of culture. Maybe you can use some of these ideas in your own music or just listen a little differently.